fear doesn't need evidence. It just needs timing. It's 9:12 in the morning, you're scrolling half awake, not really paying attention, just passing time. Then you see it. Breaking news, situation escalating. You stop, you click, another headline pops up, then another. Different angles, different words, same tone. Urgent, uncertain, something's happening. You don't fully understand what yet, but you feel like you should. So you keep scrolling, refreshing, watching clips, reading comments. Within minutes, your body has already reacted. Your attention is locked in. Your brain is trying to piece things together. But here's the thing. The reaction didn't come from the full story. It came from the way the story was delivered. Because media doesn't just report information, it competes for your attention. And nothing captures attention faster than the perception of threat. Now imagine two headlines. One says, experts continue to assess a developing situation with mixed outcomes. The other says, tensions are rising, situation could escalate. Which one are you clicking? Exactly. Headlines are designed to compress complex situations into something immediate, something emotional, something that makes you feel like you need to know right now. Not later, not after context, right now. And when everything feels urgent, your brain doesn't slow down to analyze. It prioritizes. Because your brain isn't built for accuracy. It's built for survival. Thousands of years ago, missing a real threat could cost you everything. But overreacting to something harmless, that was safer. So your brain adapted. It became faster at detecting potential danger, even when the information is incomplete. Which means when you see something that feels alarming, your brain doesn't ask, is this fully accurate? It asks, do I need to pay attention to this? And the answer is almost always yes. Now go back to your phone. You're still scrolling. You start seeing people react. Strong opinions, confident takes, clips being shared without full context. And something interesting happens. You don't just observe it, you start to feel it. Because fear doesn't just grab attention, it spreads. Calm, nuanced explanations don't trend. Panic does, because nuance takes time. It asks you to pause, to think, to tolerate uncertainty. Fear skips all of that. Fear is immediate. It's simple, and most importantly, it's shareable. Think about what you're more likely to send to someone. A detailed, balanced explanation, or something that makes you say, wait, have you seen this? That's how it moves. And social media accelerates the process because algorithms don't measure truth, they measure engagement. So the more something makes people react quickly, the more it spreads. And fear is perfect for that system. Because when people feel like something important is happening, they don't just consume information, they participate in it. They warn others, they repost, they speculate. Not because they're trying to mislead anyone, but because it feels urgent. It feels real. And in that environment, the line between verified information and assumption starts to blur, especially when it comes to conflict. Clips circulate, headlines repeat, narratives form, and before long, people aren't just processing information. They're defending it. Because once emotion is involved, it stops being about understanding what's happening. It becomes about reacting to what it feels like is happening. And those are two different things. Now look back at that moment, 9:12 in the morning, you saw a headline, and within minutes, your thoughts, your attention, even your emotions shifted. Not because you had all the facts, but because your brain did exactly what it was designed to do. It prioritized potential threat. That's the pattern. And once you start recognizing it, something changes. You pause, you question the timing, the framing, the urgency. And that pause, that's where clarity begins. Because fear might spread faster than facts, but that doesn't mean you have to move at the same speed.